Are you a baby? Gerry? Are you a baby? No. No, it's big boy. He is big boy. Are you big boy? What's happening, eh? What's happening out there? Good morning, Palin. How's it going? How we do? Sorry, I'm being nosy. I'm literally being a nosy neighbour. I had a noise outside. It sounded like people arguing, and I was like, are they arguing? Are they just... We have a very shouty neighbour, but that's just how he talks. So I wasn't sure if it was just him or if it was someone actually annoyed. Anyway, good morning, Rowdy. Good morning, Rob and Minion and Turkey. How are you all doing? It's so cold in Bristol today. Oh my gosh, Cherry boy, you be careful. You be careful. No. Oh, Fifi. Glad it's Friday. You've made it through. Well done. Good morning, Saffron. Good morning, Zara. Oh my gosh, my voice is going. I'm running a bit behind because I had a dream last night. And I went to record it because I'm running quite low on the old dream bank. And good morning, Alex, my love. Good morning. And I just kept forgetting a word. I was trying to say it. I was trying to say the dream, and then I kept pausing. And I was like, okay, I have to start again because I've paused for so long. So I recorded the beginning bit again, and I got to the same bit, and I was like, what is the bloody word? So I had to look it up, and then I could carry on. Dear, oh dear. My nan's in hospital, so I'm exhausted. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope she's okay. I hope you can be out soon. Good morning, Napoleon. Oh, okay. The bunnies, I've been doing their heaty pad. I'm going to put down some pellets for them, and I'm going to go grab their heaty pad. Good morning, Ascenta. Good morning, Stephen. I was waiting for it to do in the microwave. Okay, BRB. I realise I've left the heaty pad cover in the background. I didn't want you to see my half-awake me. There you go. I can put the cover on now. Nobody noticed. It's fine. I got away with it. Put that on the blankie. Nice. Hiya, Fifi. A beautiful lady. Gosh, I'm so covered in hay and I've barely even begun the day. What have I been doing? Right, there we go. Heaty pad is cooked and ready to eat, yes. Yes. Good morning, Arubid. Good morning, Mazira. So today is finally Friday. Me having thought yesterday was Friday. So today should be the blood on the clock tower day, maybe, I think. I've lost track of it, to be honest. I don't know what weeks is when. It'll be one of the Fridays. And we got the slightest idea of one thing that's happening during Jingle Jam yesterday. So the schedule is forming. It's taking place. Good morning, Helen. So, oh yeah, we're getting there. Because once, I was saying yesterday, I want to try and arrange the November book club. And the November one and the December one, or is, well, we stopped doing a December one because it just became too difficult to arrange it. But we were umming and ahhing about whether to do it in December or not. Morning, megalomaniac. Truth be told, I've still not started the book on account of the library have not told me they have it in yet. But when we do, I was wondering whether I'll get to finish the book that I'm currently reading before I read it, and I don't think I will because it's quite a chunky boy. But morning, Carl. Good morning, Dunk. How you both doing? I haven't either. I think I'm just assuming that it's going to be a bit of a easy read because Agatha Christie has such a good storytelling style that it's not like, I don't feel like her books are just so not like putting it down. I mean this in a good way. It's one of my favourite things about authors is authors who can just, she knows how to keep a book chugging along, and it's never like she was just a good storyteller. Like Philip Pullman, his books, you can tell that he used to be someone who would read stories out loud. Good morning, Hanny. What am I reading now? At the moment, I'm reading The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. But I've just not really had a chance to sit down and read it. So it's been a bit of like a stop and start book. And I find with those sorts of books, they're quite difficult to stop and start with because you've got to remember, the names, it's not easy to forget. Like, the names are fine, but it's things like the political system that I'm sort of like, wait, who? Oh, what? Why is this happening? So it's quite, one of the nice things about going to London was actually having an hour and a half just sat on a train reading. And I tried to do a bit of reading on the tube, but that was a bit too, Oh, Gerry, I've got the heaty pad here, if you want to warm thyself. There we go. Gonna start the next Sherlock Holmes novel at the museum next week. What's the first one? It's the first one, the red something. Letter in red. Room red. Something in red. Was that the Study in Scarlet? I knew there was something to do with red. But yeah, reading a book called Shall We Kill the President from the 90s. It was very similar in that there's so much to remember. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's one of those books that I sort of wish I could just sit down and read and have a week where I've not really got much on and I can just get some reading done. But I've been reading it for over a week now, and it's just been a really busy time. So oh, Gerry. I nebulized him last night, so I think he's still got all of his snootums working through, bless him. I felt really bad because he was just eating hay and I just had to it was getting late. And I was like, I can hear him rattling when he breathes, so I'll nebulize him. And I just had to just march over and scoop him up and put him in the carrier. And he was just a bit like, oh, how did I get here? What happened? I was like, sorry, baby boy. And then when he came out, he was all cold. Because I guess it had just given him a coating of mist. So, yeah, bless him, baby boy. But yeah, I'm sort of the book is okay so far. I can't say I'm feeling any real, oh my gosh, I'm excited to go back to it sort of thing. Our rabbit has dug her soft house across the floor. She's very proud of herself. Yeah, it's the little achievements, isn't it? You have to congratulate them for. Gerry, if I ever get him soft beds, he just tears them apart. For some reason, he hates them. But yeah, I sort of, I don't know. I feel like I'm not really like getting super into anything I've read recently. I don't know if it's just like the wrong time for it or morning, Motara. Good morning, Emma. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm just not feeling it yet. But I guess usually with these sorts of fantasy books, you have like a moment where sorry, Fifi, there's something on one of the chairs I was just playing with, and I think she thought I was trying to show her something. I think it's time to give Oathbringer a go again. Yeah. It's like, it's little baby Bobby's first birthday. Ah, happy birthday. She's very inquisitive. It's like whenever I take her to the vets are always like, she's so clever. Like usually you can, like, bunnies will just sort of get up on the table and they're freeze, whereas Fifi will never stop looking around. She's always seeing what everyone's up to, always keeping an eye on what's going on. She's a very smart bunny. But yeah, I miss having that feeling of like, wanting to get back to a book, really wanting to devour it, to take it all in. But yeah, I've not found it in a little while. But you know what? If you had that with every single book, maybe you'd get tired of that too. So I'll just have to, you gotta read a few that are just good books. And then eventually you'll get to one that's a book you need. But yeah, Bridges. I'm trying to think of the last book I had it with. I mean, I really like powered through without meaning to, Where the Crawdads Sing. That one I got through quite quickly just because I wanted to be reading it. But I'm trying to think of the last one I was really like enthralled with. But yes, it is nice when you get it. I guess it's the same with like TV series and stuff though, when you're like, when you finish watching an episode and you just want to watch the next episode sort of thing. That's a good feeling. But I don't know if I've had that for a while either. I don't know if that's just because we're trying to watch so many TV series at once at the moment. Oh, baby boy. You need to sit up and get those sneezes out. Do you need to? Oh. You got a tickle in there. A little snoot tickle. But yeah. I will find it eventually. I will find a book. I think genuinely what it is just, I mean, I mentioned this the other day. I think the books I want to be reading are ones that I'm still waiting for them to be released. So I think that's why. I think I've set myself like this whole grass is greener, I'm really going to enjoy this book. So that would be the book I'd be reading right now, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I think that's what it is that I've set myself up for a disappointment. But yeah. I need to be waiting for Winds of Winter. What's that? Do, do, do. Do, do, do. It's not, what's his chops book, is it? Patrick Rothfuss. The third one of those. Oh, the book George R.R. Martin has been writing for 12 years. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, Gerry. You do be feeling very cold. Need to wrap you up in a blankie, baby boy. How are you doing? Oh, Fifi's a lot warmer. Just got a very cold boy. I think this is the thing, is why I try not to get into series books. I say with the last 2 books I read being the first of a series. But then I neglect them and I don't read the rest, so it's fine. I feel like my brain has been replaced with a sleepy bun. Aww. It's why I liked reading like Samantha Shannon's books, because they're just nice. You know, they're big and chunky, but they're one-off. You don't have to worry about settling into a series. Meanwhile, Brando Sando just spaffing out books every week. Yeah. Do you want this? There you go. I've just started another series. Read this one instead. He is something of a pickle, isn't he? Gerry, are you okay? Oh my gosh, I'm so wheezy. Got this cold weather. Maybe I should pick up Oathbringer again. I don't know if I could be bothered to read it from the beginning. I think I would read from where I left off and just hope that I remember enough about it. I think it would slowly start to form again if I just powered through. Like, I think I remember what was going on. Is Gerry not always cold? Well, the way to tell bunnies' temperatures is by their ears. So his ears feel cold, which is how I'm like knowing. Whereas Fifi's have warmth to them. So I know that she's a bit more warmer. It's like in summer, if you can tell if their ears feel very warm, that they need to be cooled down. Somehow. So what you're saying is don't read books because you would just be disappointed if you do. No, books are great. Read more books. That's what I'm saying. Read more books so that you can read more of the ones that do satisfy you. I mean, the last book I read it in like 2 days. So I did devour it, really. But it didn't feel like I was. That's the point. It was like, it was okay. It wasn't anything to write home about. I mean, mostly because it was full of things I wouldn't really tell my parents about. But it, yeah. It was readable, though. Which is what you want in a book, I suppose. But it just had too many things that are a bit like, huh? You've not really thought this through, have you? But still good. I think it was like a debut book for the author, so. And it is one of a trilogy, so maybe they get better as they go on. It passed the time, yeah. I couldn't sleep, so I was just like, do you know what? I'm just going to get up and I'm going to start reading a book. And then I accidentally read it for like 3.5 hours or something, and then just finished it off the next day. But it's yeah. Gerry, my poor baby. Really enjoying the Locked Tomb series? Don't think I've heard of those. There you go. You warm yourself on the heaty pad. You do as Fifi is doing. Look at her. She's conserving energy. Just filling up. I've been waiting 2 months for Richard Osman's latest book in the library. Oh, blimey. My mum's been really enjoying those. I think she's read all of them. All I know about that is skeletons and lesbians. Wait, what's that? The locked tomb thingy? Or the head cut. Oh, do you have a cold? I'm sorry to hear that. 'Tis the season, unfortunately. What should she be using that energy for? Probably crime. I imagine probably crime. I've read the first of the Richard Osman books, and it was good for a first book again. It was entertaining, wholesome. It had, I think parts of it I was a bit like, huh? But maybe, I mean, like I say, for a first book, they probably do get better again. Looking at me upside down. I'm currently trying to improve my Norwegian. Moved here a year ago by reading books. So I'm reading The Magical Bookshop Betweens translated into Norwegian. Ah. Yeah. That's the thing. I was listening to, on YouTube yesterday, I was listening to children's stories in German. Because I was like, well, maybe the language will be nice and slow and simple, and I can, take some of it in. And there was one whole sentence that I understood in all of this children's book. But yeah, it was, I guess that's a good way to, if you do sort of immerse yourself in language. There's this thing you can get, an app you can get where you read a book. I mean, the problem is I think it is done with AI, but it's actually quite a good use of it, I think. But basically you read a book and it slowly switches out words with the words from the language that you're trying to learn. So it will just and as you go on, you can set the proportion of which language you want it to mostly be in, sort of thing. It doesn't particularly work super well, I guess, because there are times when obviously the sentence structure of German and English are very different, but I guess for learning individual words, and I guess later on it would start giving you sentences that are more accurate, sort of thing. But yeah, not German fairy tales, I don't know. It was a story about a whale and a bird, and or Frau Woll and what is he called? Herr Vogel or something. And then Chicken Little as well was the other one I listened to just whilst I was doing dinner. But yeah, have you ever considered writing a book? I had an idea for a book years and years, just a children's book, when I was a child, and I've thought about writing it ever since. Every now and then I'll start thinking oh, maybe I should do that. But I don't think I would be adding anything particularly, morning hours. Morning, Mashti. I don't think I would be adding anything particular. Sorry, Jerry's he's put his little hand on my foot. To the wonderful books that are already out there. I don't think I would really have anything else to say. My stream go yesterday. It went okay. I got a lot of side quest done. I just really want to go to Tachanka now, but I did one of the really big side quest things that was nice to get done. It was just nice to be a bit a bit away. Sorry. from the from the other sort of itty bitty side quest that I was doing. Are you eating my sleeve, sir? You're look at that! What a menace! Oh my gosh, you woke up on the bad boy side of the bed today. Oh my goodness! What are you doing now? You're trying to eat my pajamas. Have I warmed you up too much? Sausage. It's just a long sausage now. Dear oh dear. Come on, Elay. The problem I'm finding is that people have become a bit too spoilery with Mass Effect, and it's difficult when you're enjoying a game and I don't know, people seem set to spoil it, and you're just like, oh, I hate that stuff. But yeah, I will carry on regardless and hope that, oh my gosh, that'd be such a little kisses battle there. But yeah, I think it's just one of those things that, like, it's one of those games that brings it out in people. And like, not as bad as Undertale. Oh my gosh, nowhere near as bad as bloody Undertale. That was the worst. But yeah, it's even little things where, like, you do something and I guess people think like, oh, now you've done this thing, it's okay to say the outcome that could have happened because you've already done it. And it's just like, I don't need to know the consequences of my actions constantly. Like, if you do something and people are like, oh, well, if you had done this, you would have got this. And I'm just like, shut up. I don't need to know. This is why you play through a game the first time, is to make mistakes. And it's like that bloomin' worm in Labyrinth just being like, oh, if you had gone that way, you would have gone straight to the castle. And you're just like, zip it. But then it sort of got worse yesterday because I just had someone give an outright spoiler who did get banned. I couldn't even be bothered to reply. I was just like, I just banned him. I can't be bothered. But yeah, it's frustrating. Just even little things where I know people don't think it's spoilers, but just stuff like, even if I select a quest, people will be like, this is a long quest. And I'm like, I don't need to know that. It's nice to be pleasantly surprised by, like, oh my gosh, this story just keeps, like, having more to it. Whereas now I'm going in with the mindset of like, okay, well, I know this is going to have a lot to it because someone's just for no reason told me it's a long quest. And it's just stuff like that I'm just like, you don't have to say things. You don't have to tell me everything. I know you're very knowledgeable about the game. Make yourself a hat, but you don't have to tell me. I quite enjoy not knowing when something ends. Yeah, it's just, yeah. That's the thing. It's like if, I mean, I don't know why I'm trying to come up with a metaphor. It just is what it is. But it's like when you play games, and what was that? It was a game I was playing the other day. Maybe it was Mass Effect. It was Mass Effect. And it was just stuff like, it was like, try and find this thing. And I was trying to find it, and someone in chat just kept on being like, warmer, colder, cold. And I was like, I get this thing. I don't know if it's a neurodivergent thing, but I get this thing that I'm like, if someone is trying to help me, oh my gosh, I will dig my heels in and purposefully not find this thing for 3 hours if you keep doing this. house if you do not pipe down within the next few seconds. And then I have to remind myself that I'm like, no, there's other people watching who are being good, and I have to be good for them. But yeah, can be relevant if you're close to the end of a stream. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if I said to someone like, oh, what's a nice short quest I can fit in half an hour or something, that would be different. But just, yeah, immediately being told, Gerry, why are you attacking me? Gerry, no. The Kirsty approach, yeah. Come on in, Thomas. Sorry, I just had to sit up so I could let Gerry underneath me because he was trying to get through. Standing there looking at it for the next 10 minutes to annoy them. Yeah, that's the thing. That is what my like gut instinct is to do, and I have to be like, no, rise above it. But the thing is, like, I hate having to like have a word with people in chat and stuff, because I find that I feel like I don't know what tone I'm using, and I often feel like I come across angrier at someone than I actually am. So it worries me that if I say something to someone, it will come across that I'm like even if I just say like, oh no, don't worry, I'm not asking about this, I'm just talking out loud or something, I feel like it comes across as me being like, listen here, you little shit, if you say one more word, they won't be able to recognise the body anymore. And I'm just like, no, that's not how I meant it to come across. So I'm just like, I try not to say anything, but then sometimes that is just at the, it just means I end up not enjoying myself for 3 hours, which is also stinky. Because I'm not as mean to Anhol as I sound. No, it just comes out that way. The bunnies are very adorable. They're very... Gerry, why are you on today? Why are you so crime and Fifi's so sleepy? She's just being demure. Oh, goodness. Look at her. She would never do crime in her life. She's just a little baby. She's the goodest little angel I ever did see. Where's she off to? Hiya. I can just hear Gerry kicking litter out of the litter tray now. He's already gone on to his next crime. My goodness. Jarvis, thank you very much for the follow. But yeah, like, I can understand people, wanting to give advice on stuff and it coming across, like, not realising it's spoilery. But yesterday, someone just straight up said an end of game spoiler. Out of nowhere, for no reason. I was just like, why? Like, why would you want to do that? And I was like, do you know what? I'm not gonna give them the benefit of a reaction. They don't deserve a reaction. So I just waited for Anho to get in, and I was just like, Anho, why don't you just scroll up until you find someone to ban? And he saw it immediately and banned them. And I was just like, Because I guess a lot of the time people do just want, like, a reaction from you. So if you deny them of that, then you win. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. You win the stream. But yeah, dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. It's just stinky though. If they're doing it deliberately, they just want someone to pay attention to them. Yeah, that's the thing. The bunnies have run away. They've been abandoned. I think, wait, is he not on the loo? Is he just causing trouble? Oh no, I can hear him on the toilet. Once I hear Gerry get off the loo, I will summon them and give them a treat. Punishment for the nebulizer it is. So last night, I put Gerry in the containment centre over there. And I put in a handful of pellets because I thought, well, this is a nice opportunity for him to eat some without Fifi stealing them. And he left them, and then he left the carrier, and then Fifi ran over and ate all of them. I was just like, well, that didn't work out very well. She actually had more out of this. It is Banana Friday for the bunnies. It is indeed. Wait, can I hear what he doing? At least I assume that that's... Wait. Gerry! Gerry! Gerry? Oh no, it is Fifi causing the trouble. Oh no, I've summoned both of you though. Okay, what are you eating? Right. Here we go. Baby, oh, you stand so tall. So tall. Wait there. Fifi. Okay, there's one for you. There's one for you. That's all you got? I'm sorry, it's just that little bit. I'm sorry. I know you like Nana. Hiya. I know. Because Fifi's on medicine at the moment, she's getting banana every night, so I could only give them a teeny tiny bit. But they will be getting more tonight, honest. Honest. I remember one of the first times I was in chat here and backseating Nana on Super because you weren't putting the rubbish in the skip and it wasn't triggering the next stage. I posed the answer as a suggestion and I've carried the shame to this day. Oh, see, if people, like, sometimes people will just say something like, you know, do you want help to know how to make this thing trigger? And I'm just like, yeah, go on then, because it's not happening or whatever like that. But it's when, like, there was a game I played recently, and I can't remember what it was. But it was like everything I did, I'd pick something up and someone would just be like, that goes on the side. And I'm like, I've not even literally had a chance to see what the thing I've picked up is yet. So, and it's at that point that you're sort of like, just go and play the game yourself instead of trying to use someone as like a puppet to play the game through. Like, yeah, it's madness. Morning, Cougar, morning, Grammy. She placed the bunny under your hand and pet. Oh yeah, it was very effective. But yeah, I think the general rule is like wait till someone asks for help or ask first. I think the thing I find annoying is when people just put stuff straight up into chat and don't give you a chance. Although, that being said, it can be quite frustrating as well when people ask, like, there was a puzzle game I played once. I can't remember what it was, but I remember getting annoyed because at the beginning of every puzzle, people would be like, let me know if you want any hints. And I'm like, you've not even given me a chance to try and figure it out yet. And you're already like, do you want a hint? It's like, no, that's the point of the puzzle games is that you have to puzzle through them because they're puzzles. So let me puzzle for a bit. And then if I need a hint, I know where to go. Thank you. I'm pretty anti-hint because I want to solve puzzles myself. Yeah, that's the thing. I think I got it a bit with Broken Sword as well. When you're already doing it. Yeah, there was a time when someone said, oh, no. I know the worst one. Okay, no, the worst one is people just outright spoilering stuff for you. But the worst one is when people try and they try to act as if they're not spoiling things when they know that they are. Like if people come in and they're like, no spoilers, but does she know that Colonel Florgus is going to die later? And you're just like, just you wording it like, does she know this? Doesn't make it not a spoiler. That's the one where you're just like, get out. just get out. But yeah, that one drives me mad. 1,000 years in jail. Dear, oh dear. But yeah, it's the pretending you're not spoiling when you blatantly are. Was it good morning, Mark? How you doing? How be do? How wobbly is my boy gonna be today? Just ignore chat. Keep us close. Yeah, read through it at the end if you need a hint. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. It's just such a stinky thing. I remember when people used to put spoilers in like random YouTube comments and stuff like that for things. But it's like trying to, like, I've been trying to avoid any spoilers for Hades 2, and I've got so many just from like I want to be completely surprised about the story and the characters and these two Hades 2 knots. Hello, Rob. I hope the boy is good. Flip side being Kirsty being gaslit about a Mass Effect character dying and being told she could have saved them. See, with that, I was a bit like, so I obviously did that mission in Mass Effect 2. Why are you going anywhere? What is that? Let me get that. Wait, there you go. Wait, let me get that. Let me see you. Gerry, a bit? Okay, no, you're fine. Wait, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. At the end of that mission, just sort of saying like, oh, would it be possible for me to have saved blah, blah, blah. But just because it's one of those things that I'll probably never play through Mass Effect again. And I would rather do it with the characters that I like in Mass Effect 3. When I say do it, I mean the game. But so yeah, for that, I was like, okay, I will happily spoil myself or like be told how to do it and go through and, you know, save them, save the ones that I want to save, sort of thing. That I didn't mind about. But it was nice to get to do it wrong the first time and watch them die. Because I got to do that. By it I mean Garrus, yeah. Straight up joking it. How many did you kill? I want to say like 2, but I don't really remember because it's so non-canon. So really, none. I remember Grunt dying and Morden dying. I don't know if I cared enough about any of the others that died to remember that they died. Gareth survived. I'm curious if the woman who died yesterday had to die. Oh, Nyreen. It felt like that was quite a story point, that like that was what was driving Arya forward. So I assume that she had to, but I could be completely wrong about that. I don't know. Would you like to know? Oh yeah, go on. Go on. Because I ain't going back doing that again. She died. She's very dead now. But it seemed like that was like a nice story point. Rather than she has to die. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like that is like a nice, driving forward point for Arya, and also like showing how much he was willing to sacrifice for the people of Omega and stuff like that. So I feel like it would be a bit lessened if you could save her in a way. But yeah, morning, Captain Morgan. But I was still very sad about it. But sometimes it's nice to be sad. Nice story point, you know what I mean? That was lovely. Lovely little story there. Got blown up in shell. But no. It was good. She was very cool though. Although she does make me wonder what Turian faces feel like. That's what I was thinking the whole time I was watching her talk. Because like their mouths are so... Like, what do you think they would be likenable to? Are they like Shelley? Are they, what's the word that I never know how to say? Chitinous? Is that the word? Or are they like soft? Are they fleshy? Like, what is the... How flexible are their faces? Asking for a friend. They're cheese-like, but what type of cheese? A soft cheese? Like the rind of a cheese? Like cartilage. I imagine like a bird's foot or lizard scale. But surely that would be really difficult to talk through. I don't know. I can't imagine. I mean, I literally can't imagine. Rob, truth be told, people keep on talking about Andromeda, and I don't actually know what it is. People have asked me a few times now, and I'm just like, I don't know, because I don't know what it is. Is it just like an extra, it was a Mass Effect spin-off. Oh, okay. Is it like set I obviously, not knowing the end of Mass Effect, I don't know if that's a spoilery question to ask. It's set in another galaxy. Oh, okay, so it's like unrelated. Andromeda was going to be the new Mass Effect series, but they pulled everyone away to do Anthem and ruined it. Okay. We had a fun D&D chat about telepathy and aphantasia the other Sunday. I said they could share images in telepathy, and then obviously had to decide if their character had aphantasia. Oh my gosh. It's like I was watching, so Tom Clark did a Q&A for Mystery Quest members. It's like a members video that's up. And I was watching through it, and one of the questions was someone said about like, oh, are you going to be using more like minis and that sort of like tabletop features. And obviously Mystery Crest is also like a podcast, so he doesn't want to be too, focused on the physical things. But he kept on being like, I really like describing things and having it be theatre of the mind for my players. And I was just like, I like it when I can see things. But I think Tom is good though, because he will often describe. I had a phone appointment yesterday and they did some mindfulness stuff with me. Imagine lying by a stream. Yeah, this is the thing. I literally had to when I was going through my big my big mentee bee a few years ago, and all of the mindfulness stuff was like, imagine you're lying here and blah, 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 blah. And I got Rythian to re-record them for me because he's got such a lovely voice. I was like, Rythian, can you re-record it and just not use the word imagine, because it really throws me off and it makes me anxious, which is the opposite of what I'm trying to do. And he very lovelily recorded it all, so I could just listen to Rythian's voice telling me the stuff, which was very kind of him. And I think he's got a very good voice for it as well. He should do that sort of stuff. Well, where did he use instead? Well, it was more that he did, so a lot of it will be things that are like, so you start off, it's basically more meant to ground you in your body, if that makes sense. So it'll be like you squeeze your hands and then you release, and then you breathe in and you squeeze your arms and you release, and then you squeeze your shoulders, and you just go through and you become aware of every part of your body, and you tense it and you release it. And it meant that I have a recording somewhere on my phone of Rythian telling me to squeeze my buttocks. So there's that. If ever he starts up a cameo, I've already got that. And then you relax, and it's meant to be like, yeah, it makes you tense up and then you release, and it calms you down like physically that way. But yeah. Oh my gosh, Mark, that's a point actually. The new High Rollers collaborative froggy dice. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. Those are such cute little guys. I love them. But yeah. Rob, have you not seen them? I assume you would have seen them. Oh my gosh. Clever Toad dice, available now via Dispel Dice. Rob, you have to see them. You will bloom and love them. You didn't send these to me. They're so cute. I was looking through my Instagram stories and I was like, Kim shared these dice. And then I was like, Katie shared these dice. And I was like, what are these dice? I was like, oh, that explains it. But they're so cute. If I hadn't have already bought a certain froggy lover a Christmas present, I was like, I would have got these. But yeah, they're very cute. I went on a big send the chocolates back and get the dice. Okay. They are very sweet. Speaking of sweet, look at this baby boy. Look at this baby boy. I was looking at a dice advent calendar yesterday. I was thinking, would that actually be a good thing? Or would it be like, once you'd seen one of the ones of the set you were going to get, you would just know what the others would be like, and surely you'd just be a bit like, I'd like to shake it. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, that sounds good. A lot of them are kind of so you don't need that many dice. Yeah, that's also the thing. I mean, I personally like to get dice based on if I'm playing a particular... I like character-based dice, if that makes sense. Like ones that I feel would fit the the character that I'm playing. That's why whenever I've done Mystery Quest, I've always been that nerd who turns up with their own dice when Tom provides everything, because he's very lovely like that, and I'll always just be like, I'm going to use my dice. Because I feel like these ones fit my character better. But, which is... It feels good. Also, I was looking at the mystery dice yesterday. I bring my own dice, notebook, pencil, and I read the rules beforehand. Yes. Yeah. I do have a particular pencil that I like to use for note-taking, so I do tend to bring that along. Because it's just very handy. I can't remember where I got it. I think I might have accidentally stolen it from someone. Now I'm thinking about it. But it's very useful, so I shall be keeping it. Or maybe they said I could keep it. Maybe I stole it from Tom Hazel. Now I'm thinking about it. I think he ran a one-shot for us, and he brought pencils. And I think I just kept my one. Maybe we were meant to keep them. I think it's fine. He's never asked for it back. But yeah. Can't beat a good pencil. It's one of those mechanical ones. So you never have to sharpen it. You just push the end. But yeah. Good morning, Scoosh. How you doing? How we do? But yeah, I was looking at that dice goblin thing the other day. Not eating dice, but the ones that you get like a mystery. It's like £7 and you get a mystery set of dice. And I was really tempted to get it. Dice goblin these nuts. And yeah, I was so tempted to get a set, and I was like, the thing is, like, you could just get a set that you're not keen on. I don't know. But then that's part of the excitement. Look at these two. They're both just deep in toffee. Am I giving you too much fibre? You both over-fibered? Is that what's going on? He's such a wobbly boy at the moment. I'm having to hold him up. Fifi's okay, though. She's a sturdy whammon. I backed a Discworld RPG on Kickstarter. Would love to see someone stream that. Is that the Modifius one? The, what's it called? Is it something to do? I can't remember the name of it. But I know the one you mean. I know the one you mean. It's, yeah, I've given that one a go. I bloomin' love the Discworld world. I think in a way, like, Discworld stuff, because it started as, like, quite, like, spoofy and tongue-in-cheek, I think some of the characters sort of lend themselves to that more tropey side of things, and that's good for, like, one-shots, because you can immediately see a character and be like, I get it, sort of thing. So I think Discworld is a really good choice for doing that sort of TTRPG stuff. I want Kim to run it because I know nothing about Discworld. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I hope you do enjoy it. If you guys do it, it's so... Early Discworld novels are very different. Yeah. And I think the other nice thing is that they do, like, some of the lore in Discworld just changes from book to book, and they're just like, the wizards, am I right? The wizards have messed around again. So even if you just create this whole new lore in your campaign, it's fine, because you can just be like, the wizards did it. It's, yeah, it's definitely a very good setting. Have you finished? Oh my gosh, you were digging greedily there. But yes. Well, Rob or Grammy, whichever one of you is super keen to do it, it's time for me to run away. Not me. Okay. Rob, It's time for me to run away. I've got to go record a comfort zone. Now I've actually had some dreams that I can talk about. But yeah, I don't know who's around at the moment to send you away to. I feel like neither of the buns are particularly making the most of the heat pad being... I think Fifi has like one buttercup on it and Gerry's not getting any of it at all. Dear oh dear bunnies. Can't Gerry run the stream? Why should I just leave my phone downstairs with the bunnies? Oh, should we go to Sahana? Should we go and see the rattos? I was watching a video of rats this morning. Someone had taken their rats to the beach and it was terrifying me because I was like, oh my gosh, how could you trust them not to just run off or not to get swept into the sea? It's terrifying. But yes, everyone, look after yourselves. Thank you for a lovely chat. I will be back at 2 on the Yogscast channel to marry Harvey. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bite the bullet. That's not a good way to put it. I'm going to love that doctor like he's never been loved before. I'm going to marry him. I'm going to make an honest man out of the town doctor, probably. Yes. So everyone, look forward to that at 2 o'clock. And also go and treat yourself to some froggy dice. But yes, look after yourselves, be good. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. You can't really see Gerry. Hang on, let me... There you go, there you go. There he is. A lovely little shot of Gerry at the end. My sleepy baby boy. Do I have to get the second heat pad for you? Probably. There you go. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Boop. A boop.